Good evening, my fellow Ontarians. It's really late, but I'm going to make this video. So let's be honest, we're not at a turning point. We're already in the middle of the storm. It seems calm. And what people want right now isn't political spin or cheerleading. They want straight answers about what kind of Ontario they're waking up to and what lies ahead for their future, their families, their jobs, their homes, their commutes. Ontario's economy is technically growing, but that growth isn't being felt evenly. Government support is helping stabilize some sectors, but small businesses are still on edge. Interest rates and unpredictable consumer demand are making people nervous. Inflation may have cooled on paper, but everyday costs from groceries and gas are still stretching household budgets to the breaking point. The recovery might be real on a spreadsheet, but for most Ontarians, they don't feel secure in their paychecks or stable in their homes. The recovery hasn't reached them yet. We need to measure progress not by charts or infographics, but by how people are actually doing. Jobs are growing too, especially in transport and logistics, but the work people are finding isn't always secure. We're seeing more gig work, fewer benefits, and less predictability. Ontarians aren't just looking for income, they're looking for a future, a path. That's what we need to provide. Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels going nowhere. Housing is the deepest crack in our system right now, and in the 1980s, you could buy a house at 4 to 5 times your income. Now, in the GTA, closer to 15 to 20 times. That's just not inflation. That's a generation being locked out. It's used to be normal to buy your first home in your late 20s. Now, people in their 40s are still renting. You can't build a life on temporary shelter. Fixing housing isn't just about affordability. It's about dignity, stability, and belonging. Let's talk about transit infrastructure. It's a promise that we keep hearing about, but we haven't yet experienced projects like Ontario Line, Highway 413, and Eglinton Crosstown are overdue, over budget, and still under construction. People want to see real stable progress, something they can ride to work, not just read about in government updates. Our provincial finances are better shaped than expected. Deficit is smaller. A rebate is on the way. But these are short term responses. We can't rebate our way into long term prosperity. Real fiscal responsibility isn't about saving money, it's about spending wisely with purpose on people and systems to make Ontario strong. There was a time not long ago when one income could buy a house, raise a family, and plan a future. When commuting didn't feel like a second job. When things felt reachable. It wasn't some golden age myth. It was real Ontario many of us grew up in, and we haven't lost it. We've drifted away from it, but we can still get it back. The province is still one of the safest, richest, most opportunity filled places in the world. We have land, we have people, we have innovation, and most of all, we have each other. The Ontario Centrist Party is not about drama, we are not extreme, and we don't shout out our problems at everyone. We solve them, we believe in good ideas, shared responsibility, and making things work for regular people. We're not just here to divide, we're here to build. Ontario isn't broken. It does seem so, but it's not. Ontarians are tired of being asked to wait, to tighten their belts, to stay patient while things get harder. If you put people, not headlines, not slogans, at the center of every decision, we make Ontario not just recover, but it will be in a position where it leads. So let's get to work and let's figure out a way to make this place we live into a prosperous situation where everybody feels included in the well being that we are experiencing in Ontario. We are on an upward trend, and let's see if this upward trend continues to be felt down to the lowest person. This is Mansoor Qureshi from the Ontario Centrist Party. It's a very late evening. Until next week, have a good evening.